Good morning, students. We will be learning about, we are still on Unit 1. So the topic for the day is applied conversion. So our question number 1 is find the perimeter of the following. So I will circle the keyword over here. So we are trying to find perimeter of this given information to us. So question says a rectangle has a length of 40 centimeters and a height of 63 millimeters. Mm means millimeter. What is the perimeter of this rectangle in centimeter? So we will use the same approach over here. I will draw a vertical line over here and I will draw a horizontal line over here. Now the question is asking us to find the perimeter in centimeters. So I will not be concerned about 40 centimeters, but my height, that's 63 that's millimeter. So I need to change that to centimeter. So I will write 63 over here and I will look at my unit conversion chart. So when I look over there, I will be using this unit 1 centimeter and 10 over here. So after this, what happens is it is the same approach. So I will be cancelling this millimeter with millimeter over here, and my next step is 63 times 1 centimeter over 10. So when I solve this, my answer is 6.3 centimeter. So what it means is that 63 millimeter is equal to what? 6.3 centimeter. And this is our height in this question. Now we are not done. We will still keep on going because the question over here is asking us to find the perimeter of the rectangle. So let me first of all draw a rectangle over here. So this is my rectangle over here, and question is saying what is the height? Height is 63 millimeter, but now our new height is what? 6.3 centimeter. 6.3 centimeter. Now in a rectangle, you all know opposite sides are equal and parallel, so this will be 6.3 centimeter. And the length is 40 centimeters, so this is your 40 and this one will be all 40. So now to find the perimeter, what I have to do, I have to add all of my four sides. So perimeter of the rectangle is what? Sum of the all four sides. So I will add all of these numbers. 40 centimeter plus 6.3 centimeter plus 40 centimeter plus 6.3 centimeter. Now, as you all can see, all of the units are in centimeter, and the question is asking us to find the perimeter in centimeters. So let's add all of these. 40 plus 40 is 80. This is your 86. This is 92. So your answer is what? 92.6. And the unit is what? Centimeter. Or I can also write cm over here. So that's the abbreviated form of symbol for centimeter. This is how we find the answer for this question. Alright, let's look at question number 2. A rectangle has a length of 65 feet. This is one of my units, 65 feet, and that's a length. And a height of 15 yards. What is the perimeter of this rectangle in feet? So what we have to do is we have to look at the unit which is not in feet. So this is a unit height that's in yards. So we have to change this yard in feet over here. So I will do the same thing over here. I will draw my vertical line over here. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a proportion. So I will write over here 15 yards. Do keep in mind what I'm doing is I'm trying to change my yards to what? Feet. So I will look at my conversion chart which I gave you earlier in the same unit. In the conversion chart, what happens is there is one of the ratio that says 1 yard over 3 feet. Okay, I messed up over here. Let me rewrite it properly over here. 3 feet over 1 yard. Because you remember what I have to do is I have to write the set up a proportion in such a way this yard should be cancelled with this one over here. Okay, so now what is my next step? My next step is 15 times 3 feet divided by 1. Divided by 1 does not mean anything. So this is your 45 feet over here. 45 feet. So I'll write it over here, height. So what this is telling me? This is telling me that 15 yards is equal to what? 45 feet. Now the question says find the perimeter of this rectangle in feet. So let's proceed for this next part of this question. So I will draw a rectangle over here. Okay, so I've drawn a rectangle over here, length of 65 feet. So this is my 65 feet. As you know, opposite sides of this rectangle are equal, so this will be 65 feet, and these two sides are equal over here. So if this is 45 feet, what the other side will be? This will be also 45 feet. Now pay attention, all of these units are same, and the question is saying your answer should be in feet. Now we have to find perimeter. What is perimeter? It is sum of all sides. So I will add all of the sides. So 65 feet plus 45 feet plus 65 feet plus 45 feet. I have to add all those numbers over here. So we can use our calculator for adding these numbers over here. So I have put my calculator over here. This is your 65 plus 65 plus 45 plus 45. Your answer is 220. So our answer will be what? Our answer is 220. Now do not forget to write the unit. Unit is what? Feet. Because the question is asking us, our answer should be in feet. Go ahead and copy everything in your notebook. Okay, let's look at question number 3. So I will change this to question number 3 over here. A right triangle has legs of 4 feet and 14 inches. What is the perimeter of the triangle in inches? So they're talking about right triangle. So let me draw a right triangle over here. So this is my right triangle over here. So what is a right triangle? A triangle in which one of the angle is 90 degree. That's called a right triangle. Okay. An important thing to pay attention is the side which is in front of 90 degree. That's called hypotenuse. And hypotenuse is the longest side of the right triangle. So I did some work over here. A right triangle has legs. How many legs do you see? One. Let's give the name A, B, and C. You see 3 legs: A, B, B, C, and this. So they are saying right triangle legs of 4 feet. So let's assume AB is what? 4 feet. And BC is what? 14 inches. And we have to find the perimeter of this triangle. So we'll work on this later on. Let's look over here. So now the question is saying find the perimeter of the triangle in inches. So is this inches? No. We have to change feet to what? We have to change feet to inches. So our strategy is still the same. I will draw one vertical line and one horizontal line, and I will write it over here 4 feet. So from my conversion chart, which you already know about, what will happen over here is it will be 12 inches over 1 feet. So what it is telling you? It is telling you 1 feet is having what? How many? 12 inches. So after this, what happens is we get cancel these two out. And next step will be 4 times 12 inches divided by 1. It's simple itself. So this will be 48 inches. So we got one of the leg is equal to what? 48 inches. So what I will do is I will come over here and I will write this as 48 inches. So instead of 4 feet, what I will use it? I will use 48 inches and I will erase this part, since I don't need this thing. Now, so let me erase this over here. Now what question says? Question says find the perimeter of the triangle. What is perimeter? It is sum of all the 4 sides. Perimeter, sorry, all the 3 sides. Perimeter is what? You will add all the sides. So let's add 48 inches plus 14 inches. Now plus third side. Do you know this third side? No, but we have to find it. So how we can find this third side? I'm doing some work over here. So I'm writing this word over here. This we are using Pythagorean theorem. You should have learned this in your previous class. So Pythagorean theorem is what? In a right triangle, the sum of the squares of the 2 sides is equal to square of the hypotenuse, that is C over here. Okay, I will not write C over here because of my nomenclature which I have used for my triangle. So hypotenuse. So let's substitute the values over here. Okay, so if I will do it, I have to just do a little bit of changes of this. So if this is my C, that's my B. No, this is my C and this is my B over here. So this will be now my lowercase c. So only thing we have to do is substitute the values. 48 square plus 14 square is equal to c square. Okay, so after this what you do is, now we are trying to find the value of c. What you do is you take the radical on both the sides. So let's take the radical on both the sides. So this square and radical will be cancelled out. So your c is what? Your c is this 48 square plus 14 square. For this you will need is a calculator, which I am showing you over here how to find it. So this is my calculator over here. This is the radical symbol and open parentheses. It says 48, so I'll write 48, close parentheses, and a square over here. And then it says plus, so I have a plus, and it says 14, so I'm doing 14. Parentheses close, square, come out of this radical sign using this arrow key, and your answer is 50. So my C is what? My C is 50. I'll write it over here. C is what? 50. Do not forget the unit is what? Inches. So this is my 50 inches. So what is my this number? This number is my 50 inches over here. So what I will do is I will just add all of these three sides, all legs. I will get the value of the perimeter of this triangle. So let's go ahead and use our calculator. So this is my 50 plus 48 plus 14. So what is my answer? 112 inches. Do not forget to write the unit 112 inches. This is your answer. Make sure you copy each and every step followed by the question in your mind. Okay, now let's look at question number 4. This is number 4. A rectangle has a length of 10.5 centimeter and a height of 52 millimeter. What is the area of the square in square millimeters? Now we will pay attention to this unit over here where it says squares and millimeter. Okay, is this in millimeter? Yes, we can see height is in millimeter. Don't need to worry about. What about length? This is not in millimeter, centimeter. We have to convert centimeter to millimeter. Our steps are still same. Okay, I will draw one horizontal vertical line and a horizontal line, so to set up a proportion. So this is my what? This is my 10.5 centimeter. Do keep in mind whatever unit we are putting over here, that should be centimeter. I'm using my conversion chart. Okay, so this is how I wrote over here. What can I do? These will be cancelled out. My next step will be equal to 10.5 times 10 mm over what? 1. When I multiply both of them, my answer is what? My answer is 105. You can use your calculator for multiplying. So let's pull out my calculator over here. This is 10.5. So this is your 10.5 times 10. Your answer is what? 105. So this is your 105 millimeters. I'll write it over here. 105 mm. What is this? This is your length. Okay. So now let's proceed. It says what is the area of the square. So my formula for area of a square, alright, so it is similar to an area of a rectangle. I'm sorry, this should not be area of square, it should be rectangle. Okay, because the question started with rectangle. So there's a typing error over here. Go ahead and correct your question also. Area of a rectangle. So let me write it over here. Area of a rectangle is equal to L times W, length times width. Let me erase it and rewrite it over here. This is your L times W. What is the value of length? 105 mm and multiply by W. What is W? 52 mm. So let's go ahead and multiply these two. 105 times 52. So this is yours 105 times 52. My answer is what? 5460, 5460. So I'll write it over here, 5460. So see, now pay attention to this part over here. See, I multiplied my number with this number. Now what happens to this multiplying these two also? We have to multiply those two units also. So your answer is mm square. Okay, or your answer is what? 5460 square millimeters. Okay. So question was asking us this and we found it by using the same approach which we learned in this unit.